championship form.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Welcome on in, everybody. It's our Boulevard Home Game of the Week here with the Fan Sports Network. Caden Formaster here, Paul Ratliff with you as we are broadcasting live from Dixie High School, getting ready for this matchup between the Flyers and the Warriors. It is senior night here at Dixie High School, honoring the senior football players that are going to be going out tonight and giving it their all in their final home game of the season. Really, final game Final game for now until the playoffs, of course, as we will be getting into the playoffs just next week. Paul, let's get on into it. The pregame show coverage here on the Fan Sports Network. We are bringing this game to you, and of course brought to you by Boulevard Home, making your house a home for over 50 years in Southern Utah. And it's brought to you by Buck's Ace Hardware. Check out Buck's with their 3 Southern Utah locations.
Yeah, man, this is an exciting night as always. Senior night. It's our 3rd senior night we've done this season. We were kind of talking about that as we were heading into the stadium here today at Flyer Field, and just an emotional time. And there's a lot of key seniors on this Dixie Flyer team. Tano Anzalone, Chaz Holbrook, Bristol Woods, just to name a few. I mean, those are some of the guys that are going to be playing their last regular season game and potentially last regular season or game here at Flyer Field. So, if they don't win tonight, they're most likely going to have a road playoff game. So this will be a big culmination of a lot of these players' careers here at Dixie High. So, I mean, it's a very emotional night, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's one of the big things that you mentioned, right, is that it's not just about the fact that this is the final game of the season. This is a team that really is set to be going on the road for the first round of the playoffs as well. So with that as an expectation, then yes, this is a team that wants to go and leave it all out on the field tonight. They're wearing the black jerseys, which I love. They've gone away from the royal blue, and they're going with the black jerseys today, which I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
very exciting. As they're gathered together to get a quick photo with all the seniors and the parents here up front. So that's always something cool, something special. So we appreciate it. By the way, we got Raj here bringing us some Jimmy John's. How about that, Raj? Yeah. This is how we do it. Raj told me to say best press box in Region 9.
There he is, and it's very
I just said it, Roger. Best press box in Region 9 right here.
That's
bringing us some Jimmy John's. Best press box in St. George. How about it? Speaking of Jimmy John's, we're always getting our Jimmy John's highlights of the week and whatnot. And we actually had a highlight today from a Snow Canyon 6th grader that we posted that was sent in to us to our website. So anytime people send in these highlights, if we then go and use it, then we will give you a $100 Jimmy John's gift card. So how about that?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
$100 to Jimmy John's goes a long way. Get a lot of Vito's and Italian nightclubs and Turkey Toms with that, right, buddy?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So a little surprise in the press box for us. But
yeah.
It worked out well because we got a sponsor drop in there as well. So,
sure, absolutely.
It's awesome. We love Jimmy John's. They do so much for our local athletes as well. Not just us in the press box. We appreciate the gift, but
that's right.
They do a lot as well for for the community, which is awesome. So as we are continuing on though with the pregame show coverage, let's talk a little bit about this game. Dixie Flyers, Snow Canyon Warriors, a long time rivalry now at this point. As these two schools have been going head to head for 30 years. So kind of fun to have a game like this as the final game of the season.
Yeah, I think it's an emotional game not only for the Flyers, but for the Warriors. I mean, a lot of people thought, even our preseason poll had the Warriors down quite a ways in the rankings, and they've been one of the bigger surprises in Region 9 and the state of Utah this year, just the way they've played and really took Crimson to the brink, almost beat them at home, and they've just had an overall great season, I think the Warriors have. So I think Dixie wants to play spoiler tonight on their home field on senior night, of course, but Snow Canyon is making final preparations and tune-ups for what they believe will be a deep playoff run. So we're seeing a desperate team in Dixie that wants to win, to have a home game again, play here again at Flyer Field, because if they know they lose tonight, they're headed on the road up north. And as for the Warriors, I think that they're just trying to tune up and make final preparations for what could be a very deep playoff run this year with the team that they have.
Well, and as of right now, Snow Canyon is ranked 3rd in the state of Utah in the RPI.
Yeah.
And a win tonight just continues to seal that. Now, remember, if they win tonight and for some reason Crimson Cliffs were to lose to Pineview, there's a good chance Snow Canyon ends up as the number 2 team in the state. Number 1 right now is Ridgeline. They're undefeated. No one's touching that at this point. But a Snow Canyon win, a Crimson Cliffs loss, could push them over the edge and put them as a real contender in not just the region but in the state, considering that the RPI has them right now in third. So and now I will say Pineview being in fourth, it's possible that the RPI could push Pineview over Snow Canyon and put Pineview into second if they were to win against Crimson Cliffs. Again, I don't know. We don't have the numbers. They take down the RPI earlier in the week. So if Pineview were to beat Crimson Cliffs tonight and Snow Canyon wins, there's a good chance that Snow Canyon stays at third and Pineview jumps them and moves up to second. So there's a lot that could happen here. There's so much that can go on, but it does seem like Snow Canyon will at least get the bye, kind of win or lose. I mean, losing to Dixie here tonight would be a big hit for sure. Yeah. But they should still get that RPI bump into the top 8 to give them the bye through the first week of the playoffs for Snow Canyon. For Dixie, it does seem like they're more than likely going on the road in the first week of the playoffs, win or lose. A win, you're beating a really good team, could be a big enough bump to maybe get you close, but I don't know if it's going to get you over that threshold into the 16th spot. You have to be between 9 and 16 to get a home game in the first round, and that's going to be a lot. Last we saw, they were in 20th, so it's going to be tough.
It'll be a big bump, of course, and a long way to climb. And the Warriors, of course, have a lot of people. This season could just be a kind of a appetizer for what could come in the playoffs and into next season. I mean, they've got so many juniors coming back. Isaiah Thompson, Brody Lounsbury, Parker Olson, a lot of the big pieces on offense, just juniors this year for the Snow Canyon Warrior team. So I think they've got the makings of a nice little building block in the future going for the Warriors that could be this year a deep run, but if not, I think they're primed for the future as well. So
absolutely,
it should be a really fun time for Snow Canyon football fans for the next couple years.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Well, as we're inside of the pregame coverage, going to take a break for just a moment. When we come back, continuing on with the pregame show here from the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth and Dixie High School. It's your Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Asphalt, we don't often think about it, but we use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by 67%, making roads last longer and cost less to own. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Welcome back on in, everybody, to the pregame coverage here. And this is your Boulevard Home Game of the Week with the Fan Sports Network. All right, let's talk about our Everbowl keys to the game. Check out Everbowl. Their acai bowl smoothies are packed with superfoods, and you can find them in the Red Rock Commons where St. George gets its superfood fix.
All right, let's start with the Warriors who are on the road tonight. Of course, I think their vertical passing game needs to be expanded going into the playoffs. Parker Olson done a really good job, and he's got some really capable receivers with Isaiah Thompson. I think he's one of the better deep threats in the region. I think their vertical passing game needs to take the next step tonight. And for Dixie, I think they've just got to make tackles in the box. They've got to be able to bring down the ball carriers when they've got the football.
Absolutely. Great keys to the game there, brought to you by Everbowl. We are going to be stepping aside here. Presentation of the colors coming up. We've got the Dixie ROTC and the Dixie Madrigals that are going to be performing the national anthem coming up. We're going to step aside, take a break. More when we return here at the Fan Sports Network and our Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
Child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Asphalt. It's not something we often think about, but we all use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt knows how vital good roads are for our communities. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by an incredible 67%. This means your pavement assets last significantly longer and cost less to own. Holbrook Asphalt, world-class pavement preservation right here in southern Utah. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Back at it here at Dixie High School as we're getting ready to play some football on a Friday night, the final regular season slate of games for Region 9. Tonight, we do have Dixie and Snow Canyon right here, but we also have across town with our other production crew, we have Crimson Cliffs and Pineview, and that's an interesting game in itself because that one they're battling out for the top spot in the region, whether they're going to share the top spot or whether Crimson Cliffs will just take it away 100% theirs. That's what they're playing for tonight across town.
That's right, a big game, of course, and for, a share or the outright region championship, like you said, Caden, and both those teams going to be motivated to go. We know that Brock Harris, Levi Shaw going to bring the offense. I just hope Pineview's defense travels to Crimson tonight and we get a really competitive game there.
Absolutely. And then Hurricane is at Desert Hills as well, so that wraps up the final slate of games that we have here for Region 9. But again, we do have Snow Canyon and Dixie going at it. Dixie wearing the black uniforms,
yeah.
Snow Canyon in the whites, so that's going to be a good contrasted football game tonight. Plus, you got the blue lids against the gold lids, so, it's going to be pretty good. I'm excited just for the color scheme of tonight's football game, if anything.
Yeah, it's a good little uniform matchup as far as the color schemes go. Nice all white with the gold top and the black and blue combo for Dixie. We don't see these black jerseys very often, so pretty cool and looks really sharp for the Flyers on senior night to rock a new jersey. Black. All black with the blue and white numbers. Looks sharp with the blue helmet. I agree with you. It's a great uniform matchup.
Yeah, it's good look for sure. Let's talk about the quarterback battle that we have here tonight. So first up for the Dixie Flyers, we have Deacon Virgin, who's been the quarterback for them. And then on the other side for the Snow Canyon Warriors, they've been sticking with Parker Olson. And Parker Olson has probably been he's been the epiphany for the Warriors team here, where he has been nothing short of phenomenal. Arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the region already in his first year at the helm for the Warriors. Not to mention, he's a junior. He'll be back next season as well. So Deacon Virgin, again, another one of these junior quarterbacks that we'll be seeing next year as well.
Yeah, Virgin, 1,809 yards, 7 touchdowns, 11 picks on the season. A little bit of a turnover gene in his first year starting, but he's been a really good quarterback. Protection broken down quite a bit this season along the front. So it's hard. I mean, it makes it tough for a young quarterback to just sit back there and try and pick apart a defense when he's facing a ton of pressure. And I think that's something Virgin has been under all season. But yeah, the 7 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, but good passing yardage, 1,800 total yards. And then as for Parker Olson, he's been a guy that has thrown for 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. So good stats for Parker, of course. In the rushing, he adds a lot on the ground as well, with 396 and 7 more touchdowns for him. So he's a true dual threat quarterback, whereas Virgin more of a pocket passer, going to sit back there and try and pick you apart.
Absolutely. Well, Dixie wins the toss. They will defer, and Snow Canyon will receive to get things started here as we are getting into it from Dixie High School in your Boulevard Home Game of the Week. All right. Before we get on into the kickoff, I want to thank some of our great local partners making this game possible this evening, like Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. Every animal deserves a loving home. Take a tour and have a nice little weekend getaway at Best Friends Animal Sanctuary and find your new best friend. Visit bestfriends.org. Also want to thank City of St. George Recreation, their youth and adult sports. You could sign up today. Visit sgcityutah.gov and go to the Parks and Recs tab. All right, Snow Canyon. Special teams out on the field, ready to return this kick from the Flyers. Now, the Flyers, as a team, have really yet to run out onto the field.
Yeah, they're doing a little extended run out tonight. The seniors, of course, the captains, everything had to wait on a few people, but it seems like they're getting ready to go. They got the flags up at high and ready to fly out as the Flyers ready to take the field right about now, it looks like.
Not to mention, we've got the cheerleaders and the drill team all packed in there with their blue. So given a good tunnel to run through as the Flyers now take the sideline with the flags. And they're ready to play some football. You know, this has been one of those seasons for the Flyers where they've seen so much success for so many years. So to finally, you have a down season this year, it does feel a little odd for sure for this for the Flyer fans. But they've still shown up. They're still here to support their team. And I know there's a lot of fans that are at home watching this game right now. And so if you have been supporting them throughout this entire season, we just want to say thank you. You know, even when you're having a rough season, the support that these guys receive is amazing, right? And it's meaningful. You know, I don't think that people understand how meaningful it is to have support even when you're not having a great year. So for this Dixie Flyer team, they're excited to just leave it out all on the field tonight.
And it is. It's a senior night. It might be the last home game of the season. And, they had the transforming of an era between Blaine Monkers to Coach Will Liebert, replacing a legend for years and years and years. And first year, it takes some time to build a program. And Dixie's going through a little bit of the growing pains this year.
The kickoff is underway, fielded at the 4-yard line, bringing it across the middle and past the 20, taking a hit through the 25, and will be down right about the 27. And Brody Lounsbury on the return for the Warriors.
Lounsbury been one of the better athletes, just do-it-all guys for the Warriors this year, running the football, catching the football, and you see him in the kick return game as well. Looks like we got an injured player down as well.
Yes, we do, and I don't know if it's just a cramp. He's sitting up, so whoever the injured player is sitting up under their power and kind of holding on to their leg. I don't know the extent of the injury yet.
Let's hope it's just a cramp.
Injury on the first play is always rough.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. It kind of takes down the tenor of the start of the game, but hopefully that young man's okay, and this proves to just be something minor or a cramp, and he's able to get back on his feet. But as far as the Flyers go, they've got to come out storming. That's another one of my keys to the game. We're kind of doing the Everbowl keys to the game before and had to go to commercial because of the national anthem. But I think that Dixie's defense getting a 3 and out on the first drive of this game would be monumental. Get the ball back in the hands of their offense. Let Deacon Virgin get comfortable. Have a good first opening drive with the ball in your hands. And it looks like he's up.
Carson Young is the Dixie Flyer that's been out there on the field. And walking off a little slowly. It does seem to be more than a cramp, I'll tell you that. But which is in itself unfortunate. But being able to walk under your own power is a good sign that at least this might not be something that'll be long term. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. And it will be a 1st and 10 coming up for the Warriors as they have just fielded the kickoff. If you're just joining us, this game has just gotten underway. Got a kickoff that was returned from Brody Lounsbury to the 28-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10. Snap is away. And look at a pass across the middle. It is caught and taken down after a big game. Isaiah Thompson, who leads this team in yards, gets the first reception of the game.
And Jacob Malafau on the tackle. But, man, Isaiah Thompson, we kind of spotlighted him in the Friday night spotlight on St. George News this week. He's a guy that is one of the better, reliable, soft hands receivers in the region. He seems to always come down with the catch.
Olsen's going to keep it himself. He takes a hit, stays on his feet, but he doesn't get anywhere. In fact, loses 2. Good defense by the Flyers on the rush.
Yeah, Flyers brought the heat that time, collapsed what pocket that Parker Olsen had. It looked like a QB draw right away, but they just collapsed on him, gave him no space to operate, and now we've got a 3rd down and 3, and the Flyers can get my key to the game, Everbowl key to the game, right here by getting a 3 and out.
Let's see what they do. In the gun is Olsen. He'll hand it off. Through the middle, it's a 1st down and more, all the way down to midfield and goes down at the 50-yard line. Kale Esplin.
That's one of the seniors for the Warriors as Coach Esplin's son goes right up the middle here and just churns and burns a couple broken tackles and just keeps his feet moving for that 1st down and keeps this drive alive for the Warriors.
On 1st and 10. Looking to pass, Olsen. He's going to go deep. He's got a guy open. It is caught and down to the 15-yard line.
Pass complete.
Brett Beathers.
And Beathers, another reliable receiver for this junior quarterback, Parker Olsen, as he's going to set his feet here and just let it rip. And Beathers just runs under it wide open. There's not a Flyer within 3 yards of him, and he's able to make a basket catch for the 1st down.
Inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone, 1st and 10 from the 15. Dumps it off to Esplin. Esplin will go through. He is taken down by Malafau.
Esplin, the ball carrier.
And he'll pick up 2 or 3.
Tackled by number 18, Jason Malafau.
Malafau it averages 9.9 tackles per game, just a tick under 10. He is one of the best tacklers not only in the region, but in the state of Utah. He is a true sideline-to-sideline defender and plays with a lot of intensity.
2nd and 8. Olsen keeps it. He'll push through the pile and gets it down inside the 10-yard line. He'll play from the 10 exactly.
And that was just a 3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of play. Parker Olsen and Kale Esplin in the backfield. And there just wasn't much space to operate, and brings up another 3rd down for this Flyers defense to try and hold this very potent Snow Canyon offense to a field goal attempt.
And he loses it on the snap, picks it back up again, being chased, takes it down the sideline, bursts through, and it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
And that was crazy. Just to see the sequence here, is amazing to see. This is a dead play right here. I mean, he's dead to rights here in the backfield, but Parker Olson just maneuvers around the edge, and he's able to pick up the first down and what seemed like it could have never happened, but that's just that incredible athleticism.
See if they go with the keeper with Olson again. It looks like they will, and he is stuffed up. Good defense. Got a yard on the play. Yeah, Dixie was ready for it.
Mentioned it in the pregame. Olson has a nose for the end zone as a rusher. 7 rushing touchdowns on the season. When they get down in this area, they're not shy to let Parker Olson run and try and punch it in the end zone. But Dixie was ready that play.
And now it seems like, okay, maybe you try to throw him off and you go with the handoff to Esplin.
Yeah.
And that's what they will do. And again, taken down. There is a flag on the play, however.
It's a high takedown. I'm not sure if they got him on the...
It might have been a face mask call. It will be a face mask call. Yeah. See, but here's the thing, though, that I'm seeing from this.
Yeah.
If we in the booth are able to read what Snow Canyon's going to be doing based off of their history, I guarantee you that the Dixie defensive coordinator and defensive players are also going to read what they're going to be doing next play. Now, I will say the penalty in favor for Snow Canyon right here, half the distance to the goal, stays second down.
Yeah, let's see if they just try and use their strength and their offensive line and pound it in here.
And it's the keeper by Olson, and he will take it in. It's a touchdown for the first score of the game. Snow Canyon gets 6 on the board.
And Parker Olson is the consummate dual-threat quarterback. He did it that drive with his arm, with his legs. He did everything, and he is a playmaker for this Warriors team, and a big reason they're up 6-0 on the scoreboard.
Extra point on the way shortly. The hold, the kick is up, and it looks to be good. It is. So 7-0, Snow Canyon over Dixie. There were some whistles out there on the field, though, so we will wait for just a moment. Check out the replay here on this big run that got him inside to a 1st and goal here from Olson. And it looks like this could be going against Snow Canyon, so they're going to have to back it up and kick the extra point from a little further back. Illegal formation against the kicking team. So this will be now a 25-yard field goal. Here's the hold. And it is good. Nearly blocked by the Flyers as well. Good defensive stance on the extra point. But the score, 7-0, Snow Canyon with the lead. Going to step aside, take a 30-second break. We'll be back right after this here on the Fan Sports Network and your Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Today's game is brought to you by Back 9 Golf, Ronnie's Back Bar, Scooters Coffee, Red Rock Real Estate, and Holbrook Asphalt.
Snow Canyon scores first. They'll be kicking off from the 40 to Dixie. Dixie wearing the all-black jerseys, which is not necessarily common for them. Their main color scheme being the royal blues. But I got to say, Paulie, I'm really enjoying the black jerseys tonight.
Yeah, I love the black look.
Picked up crossing the 20, changes some direction, and gets across the 30 before taking down. And that's where this Dixie Flyer offense will see the field for the first time tonight.
Kickoff return by number 5, Crew Brzee.
Yeah, Crew Brzee on the return as he brought that out. He does a little run in the football for the Flyers. Their kick return guy, another gadget guy in Region 9 that does a lot for his team. And we'll see him out of the backfield quite a bit tonight. But on the kickoff there, look pretty good. They're out to about the 31-yard line to start out.
So here we go, 1st and 10, Flyers. Send a guy in motion. It's a handoff. Bringing it near side, cutting through. Taking down, good game by the Flyers to get things going through the ground game first.
Yeah, and that is Castle Brzee as Crew and Castle, the brothers on the Flyers.
This game is brought to you by
do a great job running the football and getting out and making plays. So
Gain of 6 yards, second down.
All right, let's see 2nd and 4 for the Flyers. Snaps away. Handoff again, and the Warriors read it really well. Easton Nowatzki got in the backfield quickly for the Warriors.
And Nowatzki's one of those seniors for the Warriors that has been a multi-year starter, a guy that they can depend on, and he crashes into the backfield there. But good pressure up front. You know, the big guys, I was a former defensive tackle, always loved to watch the trench play, and the Warriors did a great job getting a good push on that play.
Got some whistles out there on the field. And I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
Dead ball. Snap infraction.
Snap infraction. Telling the center, apparently the center like flipped the football around. He's like, I don't like it placed this way. I'm going to flip it 180 degrees. And the official said, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
It's going to set him back a few there, 5 yards, and make it a 3rd and 9 situation here where the ball's pretty much got to be put through the air.
Zeke Aldridge, the center for the Flyers. Deacon Virgin looking back, and man, he lost a lot of yards running backwards, and Trayvon caught up to him.
Trayvon, one of the leading sack guys in all the region, shows that he'll get around the edge quickly. He'll keep contained and not let Virgin get outside for another sack for Trayvon.
Trayvon defensively has just been so good this year.
Yeah, electric. He is one of the best defensive players in the entire region.
Only 1 interception, but he's got plenty of tackles, especially for loss. And now in this case, it's 4th and 21, forcing the Flyers to punt. And they get it away. Falls down and takes a healthy bounce in favor of the Flyers inside the 30. So the Flyers go 3 and out here. After a great first down run, got it to a 2nd and short. They just couldn't do anything after that, and some penalties got in their way.
Yeah, bogged them down a little bit on that drive, as it looked as if with the Brzee runs, they were getting off to a good start, and then the big sack by taken by Virgin there by Trayvon, and set back that drive and sputtered it to a stop. And now the Warriors have the ball back with an opportunity to add on to an already 7-0 lead here.
Well, Crew and Castle Brzee, by the way, the two brothers, as we mentioned, are juniors. So, you know, these are some athletes that will be expected back next season as well. So, you know, there's definitely some hope for the future for the Flyers when it comes to some players like that, right?
Absolutely. Great players.
Lonsberry goes in motion, looking to passes Olsen. It's complete to his receiver down the near sideline. That's Jake Campbell.
Pass complete to number 18.
And it'll be 2nd and 5 or so.
A good route there by Campbell. He gets out to the outside, breaks with his corner, but he beats him to the sideline. Picks up a nice 6-yard gain, making it 2nd and 4. A real manageable situation for Parker Olsen and crew here. I would expect maybe a run and try and get 3 yards in a cloud of dust or more.
And that's indeed what they do. Brody Lounsbury on the run. He's got a first down and more. Crosses over to the 44-yard line.
And Lounsbury's been the guy. I mean, what was the game we did a few weeks ago? Pineview game. He was just every play making a play here, making a play there. It just seems like they found a way to use him way more effectively as an athlete than as a quarterback, as Parker Olsen's taken the reins there and done a great job. And Lounsbury, from the receiver running back combo position, doing a great job.
It's the Taysom Hill effect, right? The Swiss Army kind of thing, where it's like you start out as a quarterback, but you know what? We'll use you wherever we need you. Looking to pass, dumping it across the middle and hit immediately. Nowhere to go. And that big hit comes by Castle Brzee.
And Brzee is a guy that he's going to play both ways for you. He's going to make plays on both sides of the ball as he did there. As that screen, you can always tell it's a screen when the defensive line is just allowed to run straight upfield with no resistance. And Brzee read that perfectly, undercut the route, and tackled the ball carrier.
2nd and 10, handoff. Trying to cut through the middle and gaining a couple is Lounsbury.
Lounsbury, a guy that can be a workhorse, can be a 20-touch-a-game guy. He's shown that ability and that he can take the hits, the physical toll that it is to be a guy that's involved that much with that many touches. And they'll lean on him because he's a great player this season for him.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Lounsbury goes in motion. Again, looking to pass, going across the middle, and it is caught. Good catch there by Brett Beathers.
Beathers, a nice route run there and a great route conception here from the Snow Canyon offense as they had guys breaking outside and then they had Beathers running through the seam wide open for that first down catch. So I like what I've seen from the Snow Canyon offense, the run-pass distribution. It's been pretty even, and it's keeping this Dixie defense off balance.
Absolutely. On first down, looking to pass again. Going down the near sideline, caught, and take it down at the 30 is Isaiah Thompson. Just a good comeback on that.
Yeah, Thompson, we're going to see on the replay here, he's going to, or Parker Olson's going to get a pretty clean pocket, and Isaiah Thompson just going to flow back to the ball, make a nice catch, and be tackled pretty quickly, but still, I mean, great comeback, like you say, Caden, to the football, and giving his quarterback a great option.
The design curl route, we like to see when those are successful.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Flag on the play, they're going to blow it dead.
Flag on the play.
So we will reset things. Let's see what the officials have to say. It's going to go against Snow Canyon. False start. Going against number 17, Tristan Bostwick. So they will reset, make it a 1st and 15.
I've really liked what I've seen from the right tackle, Brody Bob Cook. He's done a really good job setting the edge and providing great protection thus far.
And it's a design keeper again by Olson. He'll make up some of the yardage that they lost, but will still come up just shy of the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
They ran off the Cook side again, that right tackle for the Warriors doing a good job over there. 6'2", 250. Just a junior, so he'll be back next year. We got a lot of guys in this game going to be back next year to help these
lots
teams.
Of juniors.
Yeah.
Or younger. Again, looking to pass. No, the pressure's coming at him. He does. Wide open. No one around him. Brett Beathers, touchdown.
And this is the explosive that the Warriors want. This is what they need to do to get points on the board in a hurry. The first drive was a calculated step-by-step drive with run and pass. And then this one we see here, he's got him wide open, streaking down the middle of the field. He's right there, not a single guy on Brett Beathers. And then as we let him play unfold, he's just wide open, and Parker Olson finds him.
And the extra point is on its way. It's up, and it is good. So Snow Canyon goes up 14-0 with just under 2 minutes left to play here in the first. Going to keep it here for just a moment. I want to give everyone an update on what's going on in other sports across Region 9. The Snow Canyon girls soccer team has moved on to the next round of the playoffs, as well as Desert Hills Thunder soccer team. And in fact, they will be going head-to-head. Originally slated to be played at Zions Bank Stadium up in Harriman, Utah. But they've decided, since it's 2 Southern Utah teams, they're going to be playing this game at Utah Tech University. And it's going to be held at Greater Zion Stadium Monday night, 7:30. And if you can't make it, that's okay, because we are going to be broadcasting this game with our friends at KSL. So if you go to the fansportsnetwork.com, we'll make sure that we'll have links there for you on Monday night. But Snow Canyon and Desert Hills girls soccer in the semifinals. Winner will go on to the championship game being played at America First Field in Sandy, home of Real Salt Lake.
Yeah, that should be awesome.
It should be a good time. So that's going to be happening on Monday. Kickoff underway after the score, and this will be a touchback.
Yeah, now for Dixie, after that first drive, goes 3 and out pretty quickly with that penalty that set him back. Just got to have a clean sheet. Got to no procedure penalties, no holdings. Those are just killers for a young offense with a young quarterback like Deacon Virgin, and he's just got to have the protection. But I expect them to let the ball fly. That is Virgin's strength. He is a true pocket passer with a big arm. So let's see if they decide to let him use it here.
We'll see indeed. With the touchback, they set it up at the 20-yard line. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first. On the keeper, and a big hit. He's going to lose yard, and there's going to be a flag. That will go against Snow Canyon.
He getting up slowly there, but does pop up, so that's good to see for the Flyer fans.
That's a big hit.
Personal foul, illegal helmet contact, number 25 of the defense.
So they don't call it targeting here in high school. It's called illegal helmet contact, but it will indeed go against the Warriors.
And I got to assume that's just like college football where you lower the crown of your helmet, and that looked like that what that was. So Virgin did take a high hit, a helmet hit, and the good thing he's okay and back up and still churning for the Flyers.
So here we go on first down. Handoff through the middle. Brzee will pick up 4.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, interesting play call there as
Tackle by number 25, Caleb.
the Warriors had really stacked the box. So I thought that we would see more of a passing game here, but we'll see as the Flyers 2nd and 6, 2nd and medium, good down and distance here to maybe play action and take a shot. But after that, how quickly the Warriors have scored on back-to-back drives, maybe Dixie's thinking a little more ball control the time of possession more here, and just go on a sustained drive.
Looking to pass, dumps it off. Brzee will take it out to midfield to get a first down.
That was a big pickup for this Flyer offense to keep those chains moving. And as we see on the replay here, Virgin just going to roll out here, and he's got a wide open receiver, and he just finds him with a nice zip on the ball and moves the chains. And now got a little life in the stadium once again as we see some offense here for the Flyers.
First and 10 from the 49. A pass out into the flat. And it's a decent gain out there by Chaz Holbrook.
Chaz Holbrook been the deep threat all season long. We see him running more short and intermediate throughout the season as he's getting more comfortable with the playbook and his teammates. The move in from Desert Hills High School,
2nd down, 4.
as he is a star on the court and on the gridiron, as he's showing that this year.
Quick update across town. Crimson Cliffs Mustangs are already off to a hot start, 7-0, and they are in the red zone and marching to try to make this a 14-0 game against Pineview.
Interesting.
In fact, Hurricane goes up 14-0 over Desert Hills. First down for Dixie on the run. It is another big gain for the Flyers.
And it's Jason Malafau, who they bring in as kind of their power back. Kind of got the Crew Brzee or Castle Brzee running back scheme as the Reggie Bush, and then Malafau being the Lindell White, if anyone follows from the USC days. I mean, they got that thunder lightning in the backfield, and Malafau showed it there as he thundered for a big game.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that brings up the end of the first quarter. Snow Canyon leads, but Dixie's marching. They're looking to try to burst on into the red zone when we come back. Second quarter on the way here on The Fan.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Hendel's Homemade Ice Cream. Sport Court of Southern Utah, Mountain Mike's Pizza, Grass Creek Construction, and Jimmy John's.
Second quarter. Snow Canyon leads 14-0. Dixie marching. Caden Formaster here. Paul Ratliff. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast tonight. Well, Paul, we've got a lot of good games going on all across Southern Utah. Not just this one. We're going to be giving you some more updates as the night goes on.
Absolutely. A lot of good games. Regular season coming to a close tonight. So playoff seeding and implications at an all-time high. As Virgin slings one out of bounds.
Nothing there. So they'll reset 2nd and 10. They're going to take their time here off the incomplete pass to just reset, settle in. The night's still young. You just got to make sure that you're making the right plays. I will say something interesting for Dixie that we don't see all across the region, but we've got 3 Flyers on that offensive line. 3 of the 5 guys wearing the Guardian caps.
Yeah.
Looking to pass again. No, he's going to keep it, and he's got an open lane past the 30, cutting inside. That's going to be close to the first down marker. He'll be just short of it.
Yeah, and this run by Virgin is really interesting to watch here as he's going to go to the outside and have a nice runway. As we're going to see here, there's plenty of open space for him in this area here. But he, instead of going to the outside, which he could get tackled and not pick up the first down, he goes and picks up the first down by cutting in inside and taking on the contact. Like to see that.
Third and 1 for the Flyers. Going to go with the handoff to Brzee. And he's fighting, but he does not get there. It's a stop for Snow Canyon. It'll bring up 4th and 1.
And that, again, is Anthony Granillo doing a great job getting downhill and just making a great first contact on that play, and that does bring up 4th down, and Flyers down 14-0. I think they're going to keep the offense on the field here.
And they do. At this point in the game, you can take some chances. Here's the thing. It's far enough back. It's a long field goal.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'd never punt from the 24-yard line. So why not go for it on 4th and 1? Virgin stays under center. He's going to look to pass. He's rolling out. Passes away. He's looking for the end zone. He's got the end zone. No, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped it.
Ooh.
He had Haveron in the end zone.
1st and 10. Okay.
That's a tough one. As we see, Virgin had a deep shot, lined up, ready to in the barrel here. And as we see on the replay here, this play is going to break late. He's going to be wide open. I mean, he's just going to be in the front of the end zone and just unable to get the hands around the football. I mean, as simple as that. There's not much more to dissect. It was just a drop. Tough drop for the Flyers.
Tough drop. So turnover on downs.
Wow. That was the 4th and 1 call. Could have paid off huge.
That would have been massive. It's a keeper by Olsen, and he will fumble on in through for a gain of 4.
And now Snow Canyon with a 14-0 lead. And we're only in the first half, of course, but I think they're going to be content just to keep mixing it up, keep this Dixie defense off balance. They'll run, they'll pass, they'll take some play-action shots. This is a team that, with a lead, they get even more aggressive offensively.
Number 22, Brady Christensen.
There's whistles. Flags out. They stop the play. And we're just waiting to see. We're moving it against the Warriors. False start is the call.
5-yard penalty remains, 2nd down.
So it'll be, instead of 2nd and 6, let's make it 2nd and 11. And the Warriors will step back up to the line, ready to go again. on the handoff. There's wide open space to the near side, and he's going to cut all the way on a diagonal. Porter Hutchings will take it all the way for a first down to the 40.
Just running away from defenders, Porter Hutchings there, as he is just angling, like you say, to the sideline, and it's a race to that first down marker. That's where he's trying to get, and he picks it up and moves the sticks, and when the Warriors were behind the chains to start after that penalty. So what a play that was by Hutchings.
Looking to pass, pressure coming. He slips out of it somehow, dumps it off, and nobody there.
Yeah, that was another play where the rush is just consuming Parker Olson, and he is just a great athlete to be able to get this off with that little shovel pass. It looked like he didn't even get a full extension on the throw, just shoveled it out to get rid of it, and saves a sack there for the Warriors, because the Dixie Flyers, man, they were crashing down on him. They had him dead to rights, it seemed like, but Parker Olson just uses that pocket manipulation to get that ball away.
I'm a little impressed he even got the ball away.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he was down, but he slipped out of that. He now looks to pass again. He's going to go down the sideline. It is caught, and it'll be another first down for the Warriors.
I think that
was Sokai Fa, I believe.
Yeah. Sokai Fa, yeah, he makes a nice catch there on the sideline, and what a play that was. And Olson got hit. He got leveled as he threw that ball and still put an on-target, accurate throw to move the sticks once again. And this Warrior offense really cooking right now.
Another fabulous Freddy's first down. Handoff. Taken through the middle again by Hutchings. And he'll pick up a few.
Porter Hutchings out there.
It's just interesting how Snow Canyon's offense is so multi-dimensional. They can hurt you with the power run game. They can go the stretch passing game, take deep shots like we saw them score a touchdown on. Or they could do the intermediate and just kind of nickel and dime you. So they are a very multifaceted, multi-dimensional offense that has a lot of ways to hurt you.
On second down, looking to pass. Rolls away from pressure, going to go down the middle. Has a receiver.
My.
It is caught, and it's fought again inside the 10.
What a play. What a masterpiece of a dime that was on the roll, a full rollout on the run, no feet set, no shoulders square. He just lets it fly, and it happens to be right in the bucket. What an amazing play that was by receiver quarterback combination, and just knowing where each other's going to be at the right time, right place, and just an incredible play.
On first and goal, going to keep it, and he's in. It's another Snow Canyon touchdown. Parker Olson.
Again, another drive with the arm, with the legs. He's doing it all for this Warrior offense, and man, it has just been so impressive watching this young man develop throughout the year and the season. He has been, what a savior he has been at the quarterback position for this Warrior team. He has been such a great player all year long, and he is just showing it tonight on the road at a Flyer Field.
When we get a chance after the extra point, we're going to take a look here at that big play to Sokai Fa. As we got the extra point good, 21-0. Let's take a look at that play that got him downfield.
Yeah, as we're going to see here, as Olson's going to be on a full roll, and let's stop. Oh, well, it's already in the air, but he just lets this one fly, and there couldn't have been a better location for that football to be. I know you could say you could hit him in stride and walk into the end zone, but on the roll like that, off one foot, just no shoulders square, no setting your feet. It was just an incredible throw to drop it in the bucket like that. Parker Olson, that's got to be a candidate for our AWP Playmaker Play of the Game.
I think
receiver
right now
and quarterback.
I think right now it's number one.
Yeah.
It's the number one candidate at the moment.
Yeah, I could not agree more.
Quick updates. We got a lot of 21-0 games across the region right now. This one, 21-0. Hurricane is up 21-0 on Desert Hills. And Crimson Cliffs is up 21-0 on Pineview.
Wow.
Fielded inside the 5, brought through the middle. Pressure is there, but not after it was at least a decent return getting across the 20.
Was a very good return, as didn't get the greatest of starts, but still able to get up to about the 21, 22-yard line. So decent starting position for Deacon Virgin and the Flyers offense. I think this drive, getting down quickly on the scoreboard, 21-0. They know they're coming, but I think you still got to take them the shots. To Chaz Holbrook, to Tano, you got to try and involve your most electric and dangerous playmakers before this one gets away.
First down here for the Flyers. They had a good drive. They just couldn't finish it off this last time. Keeper by Virgin, and he doesn't gain anything.
We did 2 Flyers games earlier in the season. It seems like Virgin has had more design runs this game than either of those games combined.
Yeah, he's playing the option here, and he's trying to find opportunities for himself as well for his teammates. But we're seeing him a little more confident in keeping it on these option plays.
A little more mobile today as well. I mean, he's running pretty well. Shows more speed than I knew he had. I thought this was more of just a pocket guy, but he's shown that he can get out and run a bit.
Let's see what they do on 2nd and 11. Trips near side. Here's a snap. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming at him. He has to roll out to the far side, and he's got room to go. Tripped up by the shoelace, and he'll go down at about the 28.
And again, a great run. Looked like there was nothing there and makes it a 3rd, and it can still be accomplished here as Trayvon chasing him down from the backside, and he gets in on the play. That's just tenacious defense from Vaughn, but I think good escapability from Virgin getting out of that pocket and picking up what he could get there. Snow Canyon secondary done a really good job thus far, though. I mean, Virgin he has tucked and run a bunch of times. He really hasn't had a clean pocket to throw, but the secondary doing a great job holding up in coverage, making it tough to fit any balls in.
3rd and 5. They send Holbrook in motion, looking to pass. Pressure from the backside, had to dump it off. It's Brzee, and he's going to get the first down and more, taking it to the far sideline, past the 40, still on his feet, past the 50. Can't believe the run that Brzee just had.
Yeah, Brzee, when all looked like it was going to be stopped, he just keeps on churning, as we see here on the sideline. Just one cut, a broken tackle, another broken tackle, and then finally pushed out. But, man, what an effort run that was. Just full octane effort from Brzee.
Now, they are going to say that he stepped out of bounds a little earlier than where it looked like he went out of bounds on the camera the first time around. So instead of crossing the 50, still 1st and 10 for the Flyers. Handoff through the middle, and it's Brzee again. He'll pick up 5.
Brzee, the ball carrier.
Brzee been a guy that he has been a workhorse when called upon. He's a guy that can do the 20 carries if need be, and the Flyers going to need some big chunk plays, and they can get him in the run game. Brzee, an explosive runner, but I'd expect them to start letting it fly here soon, as we're coming up on 5:50 in the second quarter.
Trying to get one score on the board at least before the half.
Yeah.
Handoff again. Pile pushing through, and it should be enough to move the chains, and they will move it. Jason Malafau.
Malafau doing the hard work and just keeps on pushing. I mean, he's that power back. He's the guy that you can lean on to take contact, yards after contact. He's that bigger body. And it seems like a lot of teams in the region don't really do the 2 running back system. It's more of a 1 back system in high school when you have a dominant running back. But Dixie likes to mix in multiple backs and give more guys a chance to tote the rock.
On first down, they blitz, and the pass was dropped. Snow Canyon's defense was all over the backfield.
Yeah, that was an interesting play there because you saw Snow Canyon's defense. They snuffed out the screen this time as the defensive line was smart. They were keen to the play. They knew to not pursue as far upfield as it was it was kind of, as we see here, the screen gets set up, and all these guys are pushing up field, but you see Trayvon here, you see a stop there. It wasn't as full of a commit, and they still pursued from the backside and make the tackle, or the incompletion there.
2nd and 10. Rolling out, he's got 4 Warriors on him, but he somehow gets away from it. Goes out of bounds, will lose a few yards. But the pressure from Snow Canyon, again, just able to get through.
Yeah, the Dixie offensive line having some real trouble with the Warrior front right now. That's Trayvon. That's big number 55, Will Fisher. Those two guys have been causing havoc, and it's been pretty consistent throughout this ball game. And we do have a flag down, it looks like, as well.
It's possible this could be coming back against the Flyers here.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block.
An illegal blindside block going against number 69 of the offense. That's Bryson Zetterquist. And so that will bring things back because they'll do it from the spot of the foul.
Oh, yeah.
And so that'll bring things back a long way. About 25 yards from where the original line of scrimmage was when they started this play.
Wow.
Halftime, please start reporting down to the
2nd and a country mile here for the Flyers.
Yeah, they say 2nd and 25. I think it's a little longer than 25. To the near side, nearly caught, but I had to extend way out for that one, but just off the hands of Hellas. Yeah, they say it's now 3rd and 25. The line to gain is the 36 on the other side, and they are set up at the 28. So do the math there. It's a little more than 25.
Yeah.
Just a hair more than 25.
Sure.
In fact, I just did the math. It's 36.
Okay.
36 yards.
Yeah.
It's a long way.
That is a
It's
long way. That's a long way to pick up a first down. It's almost half the field.
They marked it as 38. Close enough. Let's go. Looking to pass. Gonna go deep. Has some guys in the area. No. And they're looking for, you have Crew Brzee out there looking for some sort of a flag. I mean, the defense was all around him, but I think everyone was going for the ball.
Yeah, I don't think there was much contact on the receivers there, as I know wanted the flag, but that just looked like sound coverage and a lot of Flyers or a lot of Warriors in the area for Virgin to throw that ball to. So kind of a little bit of an ill-advised chuck there from Deacon, but great play in the secondary. They all kind of knew where the ball was going.
Well, and in that case, I mean, it's such a long field to gain as they'll punt this one away.
That's right.
That I'm not opposed to him just taking a shot.
Chucking it, because a pick would have been the same as a punt. You're right.
I mean, he threw the ball as far as that punt just went anyway, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you think about it, it's basically a
punt.
A punt with the arm.
That's right.
Just doing that on 3rd down. But the only difference being that if your guy catches it, it's all the better.
Sure,
you know? And
absolutely.
It was close. It was a good play. I really like the shot downfield. I think it was the right call. And what an arm, by the way. That was actually a really good pass, really well placed. It was just defensive pressure. They knew what was coming. They knew they had a long field to go, so the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely. As Virgin, he's got the arm. He showed it there. He's got all the arm talent in the world.
1st and 10 now for the Warriors with 4:35 left to play in the half. Pass across the middle. No, it's not going to be there for Isaiah Thompson.
For number 6, Thompson.
Thompson, just a physically imposing receiver, too. He kind of pops off the field at you. Just very big. Looks like he runs real fluid. Good hands, like I mentioned earlier. He is a really good receiving option for this Warrior offense, and he is singled up down on the bottom of your screen.
Looking to pass again, and it's caught this time. And a good stop by the Flyers.
Pass complete.
Yeah, Isaiah Thompson, 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big, imposing
tall
dude.
kid.
Tackled by number 53, Andrew Alexander.
He's got that track speed as well. But this Warrior offense has a lot of guys that can hurt you, from Porter Hutchings, Brett Beathers, of course, Kale Esplin. A lot of guys.
Speaking of Esplin, here he is on the run. Close to the line of gain. I think he's about a yard shy, and that is where they'll mark him. And on fourth down, the question is on 4th and 1, will they go for it? I don't see why not. At midfield on 4th and 1, you've been able to gain at least a yard on just about every play.
Sure.
The offense will stay out on the field. Makes sense.
Big play here for both teams, as Warriors really trying to put a stranglehold on this game, and Dixie trying to fight back here. Need a stop.
Let's see what they got. 4th and 1. Olsen's going to keep it.
Oh,
and
I
he's
think
going to be short. What a play that was, and it was, again, number 18, Jason Malafau.
They're meeting number 59
on the stop.
Flyers.
He just grabbed him by the waist, and I don't know if that was Malafau. Actually, I think that was number 59, Hudson Sigmiller.
And Malafau was
a part of the pressure.
Play. But yeah, I don't think he made the first contact, but definitely in on the play, though. What a great defensive stand that was for the Flyers. In a desperate time when they really needed it, could not let another score go through the uprights or into the end zone for the Warriors. Now they got the ball back with a chance to dig into this lead a bit.
The Flyers on offense. It's a handoff to Brzee. And that is a first down and more. Yards after contact was crazy for Castle Brzee.
Yeah, he's churning and burning. It's like a coal engine or like a steam engine, just throwing the coal into it as just gets stronger as it goes, and he just keeps on rumbling and stumbling down the field. What a play that was, and what a great play after getting that turnover. The first play is a nice chunk run play for this Flyer offense.
Fabulous Freddy's first down. And the Flyers are marching with 2:43 left to go here in the first half. Pass off into the flat. It is caught past the 30, and again, trying to get some of those yards after contact. That's Jacobson, Payson Jacobson, the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, and a senior on senior night making a play, as Jacobson not as huge of the passing offense as maybe Tano or Chaz Holbrook, but he's a guy that makes plays for this Flyer offense when they need him. He's a guy that he's the kind of an underdefined role that continues to exceed expectations and play big for him as he did there.
Brings up 2nd and short now for the Flyers. Virgin will hand it off to Brzee, and there's nowhere to go. It can be dropped for a loss. It'll be 3rd and short, about 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Depending on where they spot this.
All participants in the halftime, all the junior cheerleaders, please go down
now,
to the north end.
Second and medium here. Good opportunity to mix in some play action or maybe try and... He's been on target with all his shots he's taken, Virgin. I mean, they've been right near the receiver. The drop, the one in triple coverage was still right in the area. I wonder if they take a shot here to try and get on the scoreboard quick.
Let's see what they do. Snap is away. Pressure coming quick.
Oh.
Through the middle. Caught. Bringing it back through the middle. Great reception. And again... bringing it in, Payson Jacobson.
Yeah, Jacobson once again showing some soft hands and a little agility in the open field here. This little button hook spin, and he's right up field for the first down. Good play there. Virgin to Jacobson once again.
And the timeout is taken. Timeout's brought to you by Udy and Associates. You can give Luke Udy a call today to get rates on your home, auto, life insurance, whatever it is. Give Luke Udy a call, 435-251-9102. See how much you can save.
Yeah, interesting. Now the Flyers with an opportunity here, 1:11 on the clock in the first half. Senior night, emotions were high to start. They came out storming, but unable to get any points in the first quarter and late into this second. They need to cash in here. Whatever they've got, Cody Wilstead, the offensive coordinator, first-year guy, with the Dixie Flyer program, doing a great job working with Deacon Virgin, the young quarterback, making his first year as a starter. But this has been a fun game to watch, but we want this to be a competitive game late into it. So I think that the Flyers really need to score here to get on the board and start climbing that hill.
Trips far side for the Flyers, looking to pass. No, delayed handoff to Brzee, and he's got a lane in front of him. Takes it to the far sideline. It's close to a first down marker. In fact, I think he's got it after he gets stuffed up by Lounsbury.
Castle Brzee.
I think he's close. If he didn't get it,
they're telling him to move, so it's going to be first and goal for the Flyers.
And I think this last cut here, as he goes outside there and then goes back in on that juke move, and he's right at the line, but once he does that cut in, that's when he picks it up. And the forward progress had it as the Warriors tried to push him back a bit. But
I wish there's a part of me I wish they would have just I wish he would have just shouldered down and burst on through. Maybe could have got an extra yard or two. Looking to pass, going to the end zone. No, short of the end zone. It is caught, however. And that's going to be Chaz Holbrook on the reception.
Pass complete. Chaz Holbrook takes the ball down to the 5-yard
nice quick
line.
out route, stung him with it. Nice, fast, high-velocity throw to Chaz, and he makes the catch. And now they are knocking on the door of pay dirt here.
At the 4-yard line.
4-yard line for the Flyers.
Second and goal from the 4. Trying to erase a bit of the deficit here. 21-0. Snow Canyon leads. Virgin with Brzee on the right hip. Here's a snap. Handoff to Brzee. Burst through. Touchdown, Flyers.
That's Brzee.
Flags after the play.
Oh, yeah, there was. Wow. Hope this doesn't call it back, but it looked like it was after the play. You're right, Caden. So this is going to stand, and this was the play before, the nice sting route to Chaz Holbrook on the out, but Brzee does a really good job just grinding his way in, following the blocks of his offensive line and squirting through for the touchdown. And now they're on the board, 21-6, pending this PAT. Oh.
And we'll see again what the we're still kind of waiting on the official's word.
Play is a touchdown. After the play, personal foul, number 50 of the defense. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Okay, so the penalty will go against the kickoff. It went against Hank West of the Warriors.
Yeah.
And so with the penalty coming at the kickoff, then, of course, we just wait for the extra point here. And again, a replay there of the touchdown. But Dixie gets on the board with only 37 seconds left to play here, and it's a blocked field goal. Snow Canyon gets the defensive pressure on in there, and they block it.
Yeah, seemed like that one was something you might have wanted to take the penalty and get it assessed to the 1-yard line or 2-yard line and maybe go for 2, but they decided to kick and assess it on the kickoff. But interesting. Should be 21-7, 21-6 here though, but Warriors getting the ball back with 37 seconds in the half.
Now, not a lot of time left with 37 seconds to try to do anything here for Snow Canyon. They very well could just, I don't know if they'll necessarily kneel this one out, but they might just run it a few different times and let the clock tick.
Sure, just kind of expire the first half. With a 21-6 lead, I would do the same thing if I'm Coach Esplin, so I think you got it right on the head there, Cade. Should be interesting to see how they handle this 37, because they could be aggressive, with some timeouts in their pocket, and they could try and get down the field, but it's kind of maybe that feeling out process, that first play of the drive. If it's a positive play for a nice chunk, maybe you try and move down the field, but otherwise, maybe just content to take the 21-6 lead into halftime.
Sure.
What will Coach Esplin do? We'll find out soon, I guess.
So the kickoff with the penalty flag, they kick off from the 45, and they'll just launch it. They just send it.
They did.
So they'll mark it at the 20, and the Warriors will get the ball there with 37 seconds. Again, not much room to run here with 37 seconds, trying to get down and score. Could be tough, but that is, of course, what the goal would be here for the Warriors. Realistically, the goal would be, let's just get out of the half unscathed, minimize the damage, probably just run the ball a couple times.
Yeah.
They don't call it there. Really, they only need to run the ball once. But if Dixie wants to have fun and use some timeouts just to mess with them, they might. I doubt it, We'll see.
Should be interesting, but see if they go with that first play, if it's a good play.
They will go with the run. Taking it over to the near side is Lounsbury, and he'll go down right about at the 20 again.
And I think now you just take it to half because you were trying to get a pop play on that first one.
Well, and if Dixie's not going to call the timeout, just take it to the second half.
That's right.
Which they're not. They're letting the clock run. And both teams will walk off the field.
Tackle by number 9.
So that will be the first half of play. Snow Canyon with the lead, 21-6, but the Flyers have stricken recently.
Yeah.
Struck. Whatever English is.
Yeah, whatever English is.
Yep. Well, they struck recently.
They did.
21-6. The Flyers. Hey, you know what? It's a 2-score game.
Still in this thing.
It's a 2-score game for the Flyers right now. So you got to take that and run with it into the half.
Absolutely.
It is senior night here from Dixie High School, and the Flyers are taking the momentum with them into half. Coming up next, it's the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show, so stick around for that. We'll be breaking down the first half, giving you updates on all the games across Region 9 as we're in the final week, the final game of the regular season. We'll take a break. More coming up next here with the Fan Sports Network.
Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Kabuto's, St. George's #1 sushi and ramen bar. Student specials available Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure and give them a follow on social media at Kabuto Utah for weekly giveaways and local events.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com. Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hey, have you tried the St. George Stretch Lab? It'll help boost your athletic performance, help you feel less restricted in your movements, knock out those nagging aches and pains, and melt away your stress. Right now at the St. George Stretch Lab, get an intro stretch for just $39. That's $30 off. Mention keyword radio.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Handel's Homemade Ice Cream is now open on River Road by Sprouts.
Come enjoy 48 flavors made fresh daily.
Cones, sundaes, shakes, and quarts to go.
Handel's Happiness Served Daily on River Road.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group. We've got you covered.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to House of Jump, where gravity meets excitement. Jump, dunk, and dodge your way into a world of laughter and adrenaline. Whether you're a high-flying pro or just looking to defy gravity, House of Jump is where the thrill begins. Elevate your fun, slam dunk like a champion, and dodge obstacles with style. House of Jump is where every moment is a soaring adventure. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to our house, the House of Jump, or purchase Jump Time online at houseofjump.com.
Welcome back on in, everybody. It is halftime here from Dixie High School in Flyer Field. The Snow Canyon Warriors lead 21-6 at the half. Caden Formaster here and Paul Ratliff inside of your Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Go check out Great Harvest as they are able to give you a good lunch. Plus, they cater. So get lunch for the entire office. How about that? Go visit Great Harvest today in downtown St. George.
Yeah, I love Great Harvest Bread Company. I love the BLT over there. Get it for breakfast quite a bit. They got a great bread, freshly made every day. It's amazing.
Yeah. Plus, I've always enjoyed. Oh man, I wish I knew what it was called, but it's like this. It's like a spicy jalapeno kind of thing with like a grilled cheese, basically.
Oh, nice!
Oh my gosh, it's
Sounds
so good.
Pretty good.
I don't remember what it was called exactly. I don't know the exact name, but man, it's so good.
Spread out and we'll
All
play
right,
your
let's
music.
dive on into it here for the first half of play, Snow Canyon and Desert Hills. We talked about the biggest play of the game being that long bomb down to Sokai Fa, who got it inside 1st and 10, and then Parker Olson just punched it in the very next play.
Yeah, that was a really big sequence as Soakai Fa made an amazing catch on the sideline, hands catch, and then Parker Olson just pounded it in. And he's been a guy near the goal line. Like I said, came into the game with 7 touchdowns. I think he's got 9 now, 2 more rushing touchdowns. So he's been a guy that continues to impress as a runner, as a thrower, Olsen is a stud. So, and he found Faw to set up that touchdown.
Absolutely. And, one thing that Snow Canyon's had going for them so far is just a mix of the passing and the running game.
Yeah.
You've seen good things from Isaiah Thompson. He's been good through the passing game. Olsen's had a few really good keepers as well as the rushing game through Lounsbury and Esplin. So they've been looking really good on that. I will say for Dixie, though, Dixie has found some rhythm. They have been able to move the ball. They're getting first downs. But, they went on a 4th and 1, couldn't convert it. They had some penalty issues and ended up, after moving all the way forward, had to move all the way back. And so they have had their fair share of really good plays, but then it's just, mistakes here or there.
Penalties,
the penalties, the drop passes, things like that have just given them really it's just they're turning the ball over into Snow Canyon's hands with these different things. So if they can have a clean second half, this is a team that can be competitive. And so it's it's the mistakes like this that can be a little frustrating, I'm sure. But they've had their fair share of really, really good plays as well.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, Dixie, they've really fought in this game. I mean, Snow Canyon came out with some big haymakers early, the deep ball to Beathers, and then the 2 touchdowns by Olsen, that big drop in the bucket catch along the sideline. And they've just responded to adversity, continued to keep fighting, and get the last touchdown of the half to make it 21-6. Dixie firmly in this football game. At home, senior night, I think they're going to come inspired in the second half. They're going to have something in store for the Warriors. So I think we're in for a really good second half of football.
I agree. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And that's what we're looking forward to. As of right now, giving you a quick look across all of southern Utah and taking a look at what we have going on with other Region 9 games up to this point. We do have some score updates. The last updates that we've seen so far, we have seen... Let me just take a quick look here again. So at the half, Hurricane leads 21-0. Crimson Cliffs leads 28-0, and they still had over 9 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
Jeez,
Crimson Cliffs is in playoff mode.
Yeah, they are. They're ready to begin the second season. It starts for them right now, it looks like, because they're playing like this playoff game right now against Pineview for the region title.
Oh, just got an update. Corbin Yoakum had one of those keeper touchdowns he likes to do for Pineview. So it's now 28-7.
Okay.
As Pineview has gotten on the board with 2:35 left to go in the first half.
All right, so they're on the board. Good to see for the Panthers.
Yeah, there you go. We got Kick for Cash going on here at Dixie High School. We've got all of the mini cheerleaders that are here. So the senior night tonight here at Dixie High School has been absolutely popping. It's been popping for sure. So the festivities are all out here tonight. As we're inside the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show, going to step aside, take a break. When we come back, let's look forward to the second half of play. What do these teams need to do to try to close out a win? Of course, Dixie's got their work cut out for them. We'll talk about that coming up next in the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Stick around.
So don't get your hopes too high.
Get over on the 10-yard line. Here's how it goes. If he makes the kick at the 10-yard line.
Local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooter's Coffee. Open 7 days a week.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Back at it here inside the Great Harvest Company halftime show. Caden Formaster, Paul Ratliff, we're broadcasting to you from Dixie High School. Snow Canyon leads, however, 21-6. Let's talk about the second half coming up here, Paul, because we've got two teams that are playing two different brands of football. For Snow Canyon, for them, it's just continue to do your thing, right? I feel like they've had a pretty solid first half. And, Dixie has had their moments on defense where they've made some clutch stops. A 4th and 1 that they stopped Snow Canyon on. That was huge, but
it was big.
I still feel like Snow Canyon right now is rolling well enough that they could go and close out this game. For Dixie, though, we talked about this. It's momentum. They've continued to show that they can have it, but then they have those penalty momentum killers. Second half, I think the key here is just to try to play a cleaner game.
Cleaner game, and not just the penalties, but the sacks as well, as Virgin's been under heavy pressure throughout the night. And Olsen has had his snippets of pressure from the Dixie defense as well, but the overarching theme to me is the penalties, like you say, and the sacks, the negative plays that have really stunted the drives for the Dixie Flyers.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really, really tough when you've got this Snow Canyon defense that has been rushing in so heavily. I mean, they've been bringing the blitz often.
Yeah.
And, for Dixie, to their credit, there have been a lot of times Snow Canyon's bringing the pressure, and Dixie's still able to get the ball off. Deacon Virgin's able to find someone, but they really like rolling in with this screen play when they see the pressure coming. And it works well enough, but there's too many times where if the screen isn't what's in the bag for that play, then it gets broken up and down goes Deacon Virgin, right? We've seen that a lot of times too. So it's just a matter of the offensive line still has to do their job, get the block set, create a good pocket, and let Virgin do his thing. It's tough. It's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong.
Super tough to do with Hank West and Trayvon and all these super talented defensive pass rushers for the Warriors. So, yeah, I agree with you. The cleaner pockets, less miscues, clean sheet, whatever you want to call it for the penalties, I think are all really good suggestions for the Flyers for the second half. And for the Warriors, I think, like you said, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep the run-pass split about 50-50. Keep this defense of the Flyers guessing, and you could be looking at a W here going into the playoffs.
I agree. I think that's exactly what you're looking for here. So both sides, again, we've got the Flyers now out on the field getting ready to do their warm-ups and their stretches to get ready for the second half. And remember, Dixie won the toss. They deferred, so Dixie will get the football back even though they just scored, so that's good for them, as they will have a chance to make this a one-score game if possible. Snow Canyon took it all the way from one side to the other in their first drive of the game. Can Dixie do it in their first drive of the second half? That would make things really interesting if they were able to go down and score in the second half.
Yeah, tighten things up, make it a really close, fun ball game in the fourth quarter. That's what we always want as broadcasters. So hopefully Dixie's up for the challenge and comes out storming, but I'm sure Snow Canyon defense going to do their best to thwart them. So we'll see what happens in the second half.
I want to ask you one last thing, unrelated to Snow Canyon and Dixie here, and quite frankly, unrelated to Region 9. This weekend, it is the Holy War.
Yeah.
Everybody's split. Listen, this is when you split fan bases even amongst Region 9 teams. You might be a Dixie Flyer fan that's a Ute fan. You might also be a Dixie Flyer fan that's a BYU fan.
That's right.
I know those exist. I know that both sides exist. I've seen them exist in the same household.
Yeah.
So the Holy War this weekend, I know that's going to be a big topic of conversation amongst a lot of households here in Southern Utah.
That's right. 6 o'clock on Fox. I think most of the state will be tuned in. It's a huge game. First time both teams have been ranked since 2018. It's been 7 years since we've had a ranked matchup in the Holy War. So I think a lot to look forward to tomorrow. It should be really, really fun. So I can't wait for the game. I lean in the game. I think I'm on the Ute allegiance on the air because, but I do think the Utes win this edition of the Holy War.
You know what's funny is you and I talked about this earlier today that we both agreed. We're actually both pro Utah winning this one. But for those of you who are saying, hey, now that seems a little lopsided, our counterparts for the Fan Sports Network on the other broadcast have both said BYU. So it is evened out. We're even in the studio at the very least. So
I'd like it for the bragging rights if Utah won, but I just want a good game.
I just want a good game. Take it to the fourth quarter, last few minutes. That's all I want to see. Give me a good 2-minute timeout that's tied or something, you know?
That's right.
That's what I want to see. So, all right, we're going to take a timeout as well with 2.5 minutes left to go here in halftime. When we come back, it is the third quarter and the second half of play as Snow Canyon leads 21-6 going into the second half.
Homemade ice cream is now open on River Road by Sprouts.
Come enjoy 48 flavors made fresh daily.
Cones, sundaes, shakes, and quarts to go.
Handles happiness served daily on River Road.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Welcome back on in, everybody. It is the third quarter of play inside of our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Boulevard Home making your house a home for 50 years here in southern Utah. The Dixie Flyers will receive the kickoff from the Warriors to start the second half of play. And if they can get downfield and score, then hey, you're looking at a different ball game here. It could be a one-score game.
Yeah, it could be a one-score ball game if they're able to go down and cash in on this opening drive. And this will be a really big test for Dixie. You know, they got that 6-point score. They weren't able to get the extra point, but they can tighten this game up, make this game really a good one going into the later stretches if they're able to get an opening drive score here.
They return it with the lane through the middle. Good blocking there by the Flyers, getting it all the way to the 30.
Trey Haveron on the return.
Yeah, Haveron, a good little run back there, and
First and 10,
good
Flyers.
start for the Flyers as they're bringing the offense out and getting ready to go.
Hi, sorry, did Dusty go good?
35-7 at halftime for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs as they're trying to win that outright region championship. And
Plainview 7, Crimson Cliffs 35.
Let's see what they have here on 1st and 10. Going to go with the handoff. And nowhere to go. In fact, dropped for a loss.
Berzay, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Berzay there didn't have much room to operate as the Warriors cut off his space and continued to pursue. And Berzay just worked his way down the line, continued to try and find an opening, but unable to there, as great defense by the Warriors along the defensive front, making a stout tackle.
2nd and 11. Look at it pass. And it's caught, but again, just nowhere to go.
Pass complete to Aiden Heller.
Man, that was a big hit, too. Put on.
Aiden Hellis was the receiver on that play.
Gain of a yard. 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 11. Maybe 3rd and 10, if you want to be a little more generous here.
3rd and long, nonetheless, so big opportunity here for Dixie, as they would love to convert to keep this drive rolling, as they already got 6 on their last drive before the first half ended, and now an opportunity to continue to pile on if they're able to move the chains.
Look at a pass across the middle. No, it was close, but couldn't quite get it there. D'Antoine Lacey was the intended receiver.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Their first sideline warning of the game. 4th down.
So sideline warning flag really means nothing for now. It's just that. It's just a warning. But you got to be careful, because if you get another one of those, it will end up with an actual penalty and yardage.
And it's 15 yards too. The sideline interference or personal foul, right? I think it's 15.
Yeah, I think it is. It's a pretty hefty penalty if I remember correctly. Well, we've got some action back to receive. 2 receivers back, and they'll just let it fall instead. He decides to pick it up and run with it. I always love that play.
So do I.
Then, of course, it's Brody Lounsbury, the one guy I would expect to do that.
7-yard line. 1st and 10.
I love it when you get those football players who are just kind of like, we'll see what we can make out of this. You know?
That's right.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So there we go. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors after they're able to get the stop for Dixie. So that'll make it again still a 2-score game and a chance for the Warriors here to try to blow this one open a little bit further.
Yeah, they're right at the tipping point here. 21-6. They could really try and create some separation here with another score.
Going through the middle. Good run so far. Maybe about an 8-yard run for the Warriors to get things rolling here. Cale Esplin on the carry.
Yeah, Cale, the senior, just cuts it up and gets going north-south. No hesitating, no juking, no trying to break out. Just straight downhill and gets a nice carry on 1st down. Sets them up 2nd and 2.
2nd down, 2.
2 receivers far side. 1 near. Olsen. He'll send Esplin in motion, and he'll look to pass. He goes across the middle. It's caught. Out past the 40-yard line. And it's Brett Beathers, who's already made a few big plays today.
Yeah, already found his way on a couple deep routes, making some big catches. And here's another one for Beathers, as he's going to just squirt free across the middle of the field and come open early for Parker Olsen, who hits him right in stride.
Another fabulous Freddy's 1st down as well. Handoff. Taken by Esplin, and he'll pick up a yard.
The ball carrier, gain of a yard.
Not much on that play, but for Dixie, that's the exact kind of stop you're looking for.
Tackled by Castle Berzay.
That's right. Castle Berzay on the tackle there for the Flyers.
He's just been in on everything.
Yeah, he's kind of been a ball magnet, always around the ball.
On 2nd down. Back to pass. Launching it towards the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Warriors. Isaiah Thompson.
He was spotlighted, one of my prime peak performers in the Friday night spotlight in St. George News, and he shows it here. As this is just a typical go route, the hand comes up early as he knows he's wide open and just makes the over-the-shoulder grab for an easy score. Warriors up 27-6.
27-6 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Lighting up Region 9. Voted Best of Southern Utah for the last 6 years in a row. Extra point is up, and it is good. So let's make that 28-6. The Warriors now with a hefty lead over the Flyers. Going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back right after this.
What you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Warriors now kicking off to the Flyers after getting the touchdown, the deep pass, and that's another one of those. Maybe that one is our AWP playmaker play of the game, as that one actually ended in a score. The other one got it close to a score. This one ends in a score.
Culminates, like you say, in a score, and that's massive for the Warriors to connect on a big play like that. The offense had a lot of big plays tonight, a lot of explosive chunk plays through the passing and the running game. So now it's up to Dixie to respond here, as it's getting away from them a little bit now, 28-6. They've got to respond quickly and in a big way to stay in this game.
So 1st and 10 now for the Flyers. They will start their next drive. Looking to pass is Deacon Virgin. He's going to launch it over to the near sideline, and trying to come back for it is Haveron, and he will be short on that pass. Couldn't quite get there in time.
Bring up 2nd and 10. I thought it was a good off-schedule try by Virgin there. He tried to fit that one in, just unable to get the completion. Brings up 2nd and 10. And interesting here for the Flyers with 8:22 in the third. They need a chunk play. They need something to bring life back into the team, the offense, and the crowd here. So I think it's time to dial one up soon.
On the play action, pass near side. It's caught, but it hit quickly. Yeah, he's slow to get up, too. Really, really slow to get up right now is Chaz Holbrook.
And Easton Nowoski laid the boom on him there, as that was a big hit, as we see Holbrook kind of limp off the field. Doesn't look quite 100% after taking that one. That was a big, big hit.
So bring up 3rd down with still 11 to go.
$11 yards, a long way against this Snow Canyon defense that's been pretty stingy in the pass game tonight. Not allowed many big plays, but let's see what Dixie and Cody Wilstead and Deacon Virgin script up here.
And it looks like we've got a timeout called by the Flyers. So this timeout brought to you by Udi & Associates. We'll take it ourselves as well. 28-6 on the scoreboard with 7:26 left to go.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
Today's game is brought to you by Hendel's Homemade Ice Cream.
Sport Court of Southern Utah, Mountain Bikes Pizza, Grass Creek Construction, and Jimmy John's.
Back at it here. Snow Canyon leads 28-6. Dixie trying to move the ball here on third down. Looking to pass. Virgin. He'll dump it off. No one around him. And that's Castle Brzee, but he still might be a yard shy of the line to gain.
I think he is a yard and a half, 2 yards shy maybe, as he's going to be, it looks like the official measurement, it looks like you're right, about 1.5 yards. Fourth down deep in their own territory. I think offense not moving off the field yet. I wonder if this is a go situation, a green light situation.
4th and 1. I mean, they're going to go for it. And they're going to come up short, so Snow Canyon's going to get the ball back in really, really good field position here. So with the changing over here, I mean, Snow Canyon offense, they're set up for a prime show to just go out there and blow this game
This
wide
could
open.
blow it open, yep.
Let's see what they got on 1st and 10. And there's a flag on the play.
Dead ball. 55, offense.
Goes against number 55 of the offense.
It's Will Fisher. He's two-way starter for this Warriors team. Does a lot on defense and offense for him, and made a little mistake there, but still, first down. Plenty of downs to make that up here.
So they try again on 1st and 15. 2 receivers near side, 1 far. Snap is away. They'll go with the handoff, and he'll bring it through this near side. Tried to find a hole, but just not enough there for Brody Lounsbury. But it did bring him back inside that original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, 2nd and 9, but like I said, picks up that procedural penalty right back there. Nice little first down carry, and now Parker Olson and the offense going to try to put some more points on the board here, as they've been real lethal tonight.
Looking to pass with pressure coming at him. He's going to be wrapped up. It's Brzee, Castle Brzee for the loss.
Castle.
And Brzee is just a ball magnet. As there's pressure from that side that pushes Olson towards Brzee. Kind of gets some help from his friends there. As a great play, great combination play on both edges for the Flyers.
Now here's the other thing for the Warriors right now is if, depending on how they do here on this 3rd down play, if it does turn into fourth down, you're in that territory where you're not going to punt it, but it's a long kick, so they're probably going to go for it on 4th down, even if they're in this area. They'll dump it off across the middle. It is caught. Trying to find some sort of a lane. Gets on down inside the 25-yard line is Milo Entz. And it's going to set up a much shorter 4th down, but still a long ways to go here on 4th, make it a 4th and 7 or so.
I think right before the playoffs, you probably try and kick this one. Get your kicking unit some more reps before the playoffs. You got a nice lead. I would think that the kicker is going to come out, and it looks like he is.
Yep, he is indeed. So, this is, as you mentioned, a good opportunity for the kicker. Number 44, Ammon Allred for the Warriors. Set down, kick is up, and it looks to be right on target. Wow. It is 31-6.
Ammon Allred.
And that's exactly what the Warriors need right now, is just get points on the board. If you're going to have the ball in your hands, get points on the board. They want to try to put this one away as much as possible. And at this point, I believe, we're looking at almost a 4-score game at this point. So
yeah, it's interesting now. Is this when Coach Esplin maybe thinks to get some guys a little rest heading into the playoffs? I'm not sure. It really depends on each coach's opinion on if they need rest versus rust heading into the playoffs. But you've got a nice 31-6 lead now, so it might be time to get some guys a little bit of time on the bench and prepare for the playoffs.
Well, they will be kicking off again to the Flyers. And again, this is Allred, who just made the field goal. Takes it to 31-6. And he sends it up. Not quite returnable.
Into the end zone, the ball will
I kind of like it when they can land it inside that 5. Make it returnable,
Yeah, kind of puts pressure on the return to bring it out. And, I like that too.
Well, let's see what the Flyers can do on offense. They've gone 3 and out the last few times, so if they can continue to move the football like they did in the first half, then they might start to have a chance to get some more points on the board. But for right now, the Snow Canyon defense has been phenomenal in the second half.
Yeah, they've been absolutely shut down. As no points for the Flyers since the beginning of this second half, of course, and the only score of the game came late in the first.
Looking to pass. Virgin's going to send it up to Holbrook, who brings it in for the grab at the 43-yard line.
That is the Holbrook route. He is the guy that takes the go balls, takes the deeper routes. And Virgin, that was a moon ball. That was a high ball. It came down into Holbrook's hands. What a beautiful pass and catch, and they're on the move.
Now remember, Holbrook went out limping at one point, sat down on the bench here in front of us, got looked at, taped up, and now he's ready to go. This is now Brzee on the carry. He's able to pick up a couple yards.
Ball carrier, gain of 2.
Brzee been a guy shifted into the lead back role this season. Injuries in the Flyers backfield in the early season kind of vaulted him as the running back 1, and he's kind of run with that job. Been really good this whole season. His vision, his cutting, his speed in the open field, break tackle ability. Brzee has been a nice find for this Flyers coaching staff in the running back spot.
Snap is away. Passes off to Holbrook, and he gets whipped around, taken down. Ball is out, but the Flyers land on it.
No gain.
What a tackle that was. Just a lasso, swing to the ground deal there. But it was only a short gain, only about a 2-3 yard gain maybe. And now Flyers faced again with a 3rd and long. It seems like that's been a situation and predicament they've been in most of the night when it comes to long down and distances on 3rd down. This Warrior defense put them in a lot of tough spots.
And this is a tough spot here, as you mentioned, 3rd and 8.
Is.
And you're still at midfield. If this were a little further into Snow Canyon territory, you're not as worried because you don't want to give Snow Canyon the ball with easy field position. Here's the pass caught by Holbrook. He's got a first down and plenty more. Put the worries away. He gets the first down.
That's right. The 3rd down woes are over here as Virgin finds Holbrook just sitting in the zone wide open, and he just catches and turns upfield for the first down. Good play there. Good throw, good catch. Move the chains. Keep the drive alive and the hope alive if you're the Flyers.
.202 left on the clock. Brzee. Big time run by Castle, and he will pick up 9.
Looks like going to be just a tad bit short of that first down, but real close. And now going to bring up a 2nd and 1, real manageable situation for him here. I'd expect a similar play call. Brzee hot right now. Feed the hot hand if you're the Flyers. I know you've hit on some pass plays to Holbrook this drive, but Brzee been that foundational piece that's carrying. But now bring in Malfow.
Let's see what they have on 2nd and 1. Passing it off to the near side.
Ooh.
Big hit. Coming in with the boom is Cam Hill.
Man, and Jacobson was just lined up there as Hill came down like a wrecking ball. As he saw this play developing, the screen pass, and he read it and snuffed it out and made it a 0-yard gain, maybe even a slight loss there.
Yeah, by the looks of it, loss of a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 2. And 46 seconds left to go on the Nets on Fire clock here in the 3rd quarter. Here's a snap, looking to pass again. And that's what you're looking for Dixie. Jason Malafau. Just let him go on in there and be a bully, because that's exactly what he can do with his size and his strength.
Yeah, Anthony Granillo measures at 6 foot 200, and Jacob Malafau measures at 6 foot 205. He's listed, but he looks a lot bigger in that head-to-head combat that we saw there. You know,
he plays bigger, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Whether he is or not, he definitely knows how to just use the weight and the muscle. So let's see what Dixie has here on 1st down. They're going to roll out to the far side. A pass is caught by Holbrook. And the clock will continue to run, but he's able to pick up 3.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is the end of the 4th quarter. Coming on up, Snow Canyon leads this one 31-6. We'll take a break here inside of our Boulevard home game of the week.
Cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Finley Subaru, House of John, Bucks Ace Hardware, and City of St. George Recreation.
Italian Ice.
Welcome back on in. 4th quarter about to get underway. Put 12 minutes on the clock. Snow Canyon trying to close this one out in the final game of the season. Dixie also trying to at least just get a few more scores on the board, but it's an uphill battle for them at this point. The Flyers will be back on offense here to start the 4th. Score update, end of the 3rd quarter, and Desert Hills is up 28-0.
I think Hurricane up.
Or excuse me, Hurricane is up 28-0 on Desert Hills. That's what I meant to say. You were correct. Thank you for helping me out with that one there. Haven't seen anything from Crimson Cliffs in a hot minute, but we'll see if we can get you an update from Crimson Cliffs High School. Last we saw, they were up significantly on Pineview. This is a handoff to Castle Brzee, and man, he just is a fighter, isn't he? He's still
going. Yeah, I like to see that from Brzee. No quitting this kid, as maybe down on the scoreboard 31-6, but he doesn't know that or doesn't care about that. He's going to keep grinding for every single yard. There's 3, 4, 5 tacklers he's going to break off and just keep going.
35-7 is still the score for Crimson Cliffs and Pineview. Third down, 4 to go. Let's see what the Flyers can cook up here on offense. Inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Here's the snap. He drops it. Pressure.
Oh.
And taken down.
Swallowed up there. Number 50 of the Warriors, just Hank West again. Man, he's been a force. And they kind of did that Olay blocking. I think they were trying to set up yet another screen. And I mean, the rush is just on verge and too fast for that play. I mean, I know they're trying to set up screens, get the upfield pursuit of the defensive lineman, throw it under them, but I just don't see that working much more. It seems like the Warriors defense pretty dialed in on what they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Between Hank West, Colby Lamro,
Trayvon,
all these guys that are in on this defensive side, these linebackers and in front defensive line, they've been really good here tonight. Pressure coming through again. He's going to have to dump it off to the end zone, and it's batted away. And it looks like there's a flag on the play, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw one coming in here over by the quarterback, and sure enough, there was a flag. It's hard to tell because it's right in front of the Dixie sideline.
Yeah. Another free rusher, as we see there, and the rush has been on. It's probably going to be a late hit on the quarterback.
It might be a late hit, and that could bail Dixie out here, if that is the case.
Not sure.
Especially with 4th and 14. I mean, we'll see what it is.
Ineligible receiver
There's an ineligible receiver, so doesn't matter anyway. They'll just turn over on downs.
Yeah. Wow. Unfortunate there for the Flyers, as that drive really did look impressive. Their most impressive drive other than their scoring drive.
And we got another flag, a late flag that came in just barely.
Ooh. I think it's on the sideline.
Well, yeah, it had to be on the sideline. There wasn't a single Snow Canyon Warrior in the area, so this one's 100% against Dixie. But it's just a matter of what the exact call is. It's a sideline warning, an unsportsmanlike conduct. It's something of that nature.
I think they already got the warning for the sideline.
Yeah, that would be a sideline infraction at this point, if that is the case.
If it is, yeah.
Good ball.
Unsportsmanlike. Not sure exactly who the unsportsmanlike was on, but it was on Dixie.
It was.
They didn't give out a number, and if they did, it was because the microphone went out on the official. So we can still hear the official's microphone here in the booth. I don't know if it's coming through at home or not, but we can hear it a little bit here. So again, he said unsportsmanlike conduct, but we just didn't know exactly which number that would have been on. So
yeah.
With the turnover though on fourth down, that will give a Snow Canyon offense a chance here. And then of course, obviously with the penalty now from the 40-yard line. 10 minutes, 12 seconds left to go here on the Nets on Fire clock. So here we go. Olsen will take the snap. He'll pass on play action.
Ooh.
Big hit across the middle on Beathers, but he holds on to it and picks up 9.
Yeah, that's always impressive. When there's a hit, a big one, that the whole crowd reacts, and you still hold on to it, and the whole defense is hitting the guy that just made the big hit on the head and shoulders and trying to pump him up. But at the end of the day, 9-yard gain because he held on to that football. Very impressive.
Yep, 9-yard gain is still a 9-yard gain.
9-yard gain, even if you get hit hard.
Yep.
It's a 9-yard gain.
Another play action, looking to pass. Caught again. This time it's by number 7, Trey Vaughn.
Trey playing a little O here.
Yeah, known for his defense.
Yeah.
Steps on in for the into the offensive shoes for
Makes
a little bit.
catch and strolls off the field. Did
he
his
just
job,
pops
right?
off the field.
He's a defensive horse, so he only plays select plays offense, but made a play there. Nice catch.
1st and 10. Pass off into the flat, and there's good pressure from the Flyers here. They're going to lose some yards with this Dixie defense swarming on in.
It looks like number 22 was first on the scene. That's Brady Christensen, the junior defensive end. We've seen him make a couple plays tonight.
So it brings up 2nd and long. Olsen will step back. Good blocking up front, and he airs it out, and nobody home.
Brings up 3rd down.
Intended for Callan Kelly. It was just overthrown. So 3rd down and 13 to go.
Callan Kelly, one of the better two-way players in the region. 38 total tackles, 6 TFLs, and he's a great offensive player as well. kind of a heart and soul guy for this Warrior team. A lot of two-way players on the Warriors. I've noticed throughout the season covering them, and generally always in their program. A lot of guys that are gritty play two ways.
Looking to pass again, and it's caught.
Ooh.
Big hit coming in at the tail end of the play to stop it in its tracks, but it was a good catch there by Tristan Boswick.
Oh, and the flag
and then
flies
the flags come on out. And again, this was a major key that we had in this game was to just try to play a clean second half, and it just has not been that.
It hasn't been. The procedural penalties on offense, the after the play stuff to begin this drive that bumped the Flyers up 15 yards, the unsportsmanlike that we didn't get the call on who it was. But it was very interesting that they were able to continue to keep moving. But now this penalty is probably going to hurt a little more, 15 yards. And so 30 yards of penalties on this drive.
Yeah, that's a difficult swing here.
Yeah.
Difficult swing here for the Flyers. Well, it will be a Fabulous Freddy's first down, and they're going to get the ball here now at the 25. $8:15 left to go here in this game.
Ooh.
Feathers makes a move, gets it down inside the 15, and that'll be enough for another first down.
Feathers has been kind of the money man tonight for Parker Olson. I mean, Isaiah Thompson made some plays. I mean, a lot of guys, Kale Esplin, but, it really has been, that's been the safety blanket. Just over the middle, make the tough catches. Feathers has been that guy tonight.
On 1st and 10, dumps it off, looking to run through the middle there is Noah Campbell. He gains a few. 2nd down and 7 left to go.
The clock continues to roll here as Warriors content to kind of just go in cruise control a little bit. They did not really pull any of their starters, though, as I mentioned earlier in the game with the 31-6 lead. I thought we might have seen a few.
Well, this guy, Noah Campbell, we haven't seen a lot from him. Is this going to be a keeper through the middle by Parker Olson? He's going to be close to the line to gain, but short by a couple.
So maybe there is a few new faces.
Noah Campbell only has played in 2 games in varsity.
So trying to get a few guys in there.
Yeah, and it's he's a senior, so it's nice to see these seniors who maybe don't get a lot of playing time to let them see the field here.
Sure, absolutely.
And again, Campbell right now lining up in the slot, so he stays out there and goes in motion. They'll hand it off to him again. Runs it around the far side. He's looking for a first down, gets it, gets chopped off at the knees, but he gets the 1st and goal.
Ooh, Campbell wanted the touchdown there.
He wanted it. He put on the Jets,
he
too.
was trying to get
it.
there. As like you said, only played in 2 varsity games this year, getting some experience in a big game and a region game at the end of the year, and wants to find pay dirt as he was a little frustrated there, you could tell.
Holding number 77 of the offense.
Oh, and a holding call against the offense, so that'll bring it back.
Yeah, number 77 called his name earlier for doing a good job. Brody Bob Cook, the junior, 6'2", 250 on the hold there.
So instead of a 1st and goal, it's going to be 3rd and long.
Way different paradigm now for the Warriors, as don't think you can run it on 3rd and 12. They could, but
sure.
Yeah, they could if they want, but they won't.
Looking to pass. Steps up towards the end zone. Jump ball. No.
No flags, it looks like.
No, and I think the ball was overthrown enough that the contact at that point was irrelevant, Both guys jumping in the air as the ball was going overhead. There's not much you can do about that. So 4th and 12. And this is, again, another situation. You bring out your field goal unit. You're trying to field goal from the far hash on a 33-yarder. So, again, just a good test here for the field goal unit, similar to what we had back in the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's right. Just get reps for the playoffs, fine-tuning things with the kicking unit.
And it is good. So the Warriors on the board again, 34-6. We're going to step aside, take a break. More of the fourth quarter when we return here on The Fan.
2, 1, 0.
Welcome to House of Jump, where gravity meets excitement. Jump, dunk, and dodge your way into a world of laughter and adrenaline. Whether you're a high-flying pro or just looking to defy gravity, House of Jump is where the thrill begins. Elevate your fun, slam dunk like a champion, and dodge obstacles with style. House of Jump is where every moment is a soaring adventure. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to our house, the House of Jump, or purchase Jump Time online at houseofjump.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Honolulu Grill, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Everbowl, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
The Warriors get the field goal, and now they kick off to the Flyers with 6:10 left on the Nets on Fire clock. And this will be touchback, bring it out to the 20-yard line. All right, Paul, here in the final few minutes of this game, Snow Canyon has really put this one away, and they will continue to stay on the winning side here tonight.
Yeah.
But for Dixie, in the final few minutes, what do you want to see from them outside of just saying, hey, let's go out there and play without penalties, really? I mean, that's the one thing that comes to my mind. What comes to your mind here for the Flyers as the offense takes the field?
I think that this is a senior night. You really want to just have a scoring drive to end the game. Maybe you don't make a valiant comeback and get back in this one, but at least one more scoring drive. I think we're seeing some new faces along the offensive line as well, so maybe some new guys getting some playing time. We'll see what they do here.
They look for a pass downfield. It's caught, taking it down the sideline at the 30. And going out of bounds, that's number 14, Aiden Ellis.
Wow. And I thought they were going to go on a long, sustained drive, doing a little intermediate short, but Deacon Virgin uncorks a bomb here to start. And he hits his man wide open, and he carries it down the field for a nice gain. What a throw that was, throw-catch combination.
So 1st and 10, Flyers. They go trips near side. And they're trying to move quick. Rolling out near side. It's caught and dropped quickly. But not after at least a 4-yard gain.
Yeah. Solid gain, but they're accelerating the clock here a little bit, trying to move down the field as quickly as possible. And Deacon done a good job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. I mean, the rush has been on as it has been all game long, but he's doing a good job letting it fly fast right now.
Just under 5.5 to play. 2nd down. Virgin's going to pass. And it's tipped off the hands of Castle Brzee.
A little high and hot. You know, I like to, sometimes the quarterbacks, it comes hot out of the barrel, and when it's high like that, it makes it super hard to catch a high, hot ball, as I always say. But
there's a flag on the play in the backfield here
backfield
for the Flyers.
Yeah.
Dead ball, personal foul,
Unnecessary roughness against the offense.
Interesting call there.
Yeah.
Unnecessary roughness against the
I want
offense.
to say that was, I think I heard the number 50, which would be Alex Ortega, if that is the case.
Okay.
And again, more flags, more penalties.
Yeah.
So the Flyers now send trips to the far side on 3rd and long. Pressure coming at them. They're looking for the sideline.
Oh.
Got him. No. Just overshot Chaz Holbrook.
Oh, he was out there, and that looked like it could have been completed. Good ball again by Virgin. I think just turned his head a little late if you're Holbrook looking for that one. But what a ball that was, and almost a connection. 4th and 22 coming up.
And they are going to go for it at this point. Why not, right? Substitution out there on the field for the Warriors. We'll see what the Flyers can do here on 4th and long. It looks like there's going to be a timeout taken by the Flyers here. We'll take it ourselves as well. 5 minutes and 6 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter with the Fan Sports Network.
It's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Dealer Collision, Coral Canyon Golf Course, Udy and Associates, Fabulous Freddy's, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
34-6. It's the Warriors game.
Yeah.
With a 4th and 22 on the way here for the Flyers.
Long play and obviously a desperate situation. You just want to do whatever you can to pick it up, but a long way to go. 4th and 22, a country mile for Deacon Virgin in this offense.
And he's going to pass here for Deacon Virgin. Looking to this end zone. And a flag. That's going to give him a fresh set of downs.
Flag on the play.
And that's what you can get from a go ball. 50-50. If you don't catch it, you can still draw the penalty, and that looks as if that's what is going to be called here.
And in this situation, listen, it's a 4th and long. I like the idea of just saying, hey, let's just run that go route and hope for the best, right?
Yeah, hope for the best.
And in this case, they got that PI call. Now, here's the problem. It wasn't enough to give them a first down because they were far enough back on 4th. So instead of it being a first down, it's just 4th and 6 to go. 4th and 7, should I say. I believe the scoreboard operator has that 4th and 6, but it's definitely closer to 7. Point is, 4th down. Flyers looking to convert here. And they'll turn it over on downs. Oh. They can't get it.
Man, just hasn't been the night for the Flyers offensively. They just haven't been able to connect a lot of the passing plays and timing routes and stuff to the sideline like that play. Just a little outstretched, just a little too far out wide for the receiver there.
And at this point, I fully expect the Warriors to run the ball. The Flyers only have one timeout left, and being down by as many scores as they are, there's really no reason to use it. So I expect that the Warriors will try to just run some clock here, but we'll see what they end up doing.
I would assume they're going to kind of go to the ground and pound and just start trying to keep matriculating down the field and running clock, but we'll see how that goes, as they've been pretty effective running the football all night, so I don't expect anything different here.
First and 10. Here's the snap. Handoff. It's a really solid gain out there through the middle, and this is going to be, definitely going to see more guys that we haven't seen all night. This one's Colby Lamoureux. Saw him on the defensive side making plays.
And yeah, you were assumed correctly, as they're just going to go real slow, huddle up after each play. We saw the Warriors kind of mixing up the pace throughout the night to the line of scrimmage. But right now, they're going to be real deliberate, real methodical.
Well, Parker Olson is checked out of this game. This is another handoff play here, and that'll be enough to get the first down, as they've got Noah Campbell, who is out there lining up at slot receiver. He's now behind center at quarterback.
So the suspicion I thought earlier in the game, where this is a game where you try and get some of your starters out. Yeah. And it looks as if Coach Esplin has gone ahead and followed that theory. And what a great night by his offense, though, to come in on the road, senior night for another school and hang 31. That's a great effort. 34, I'm sorry.
They pitch it back. Ooh. And the defense is there to stop them. And even the defensive side has brought in some new guys as well, so it's a new look for both of these teams.
Yeah. Getting some of the seniors, I'd assume, in if you're the Flyers, as we're seeing some different numbers out there.
Yeah, all sorts of different numbers out there on both sides.
So we're seeing numbers, a few new ones. Number 88, Caleb Field, a senior, gets his way onto the defensive line here. It's one new face I see out there for sure.
Noah Campbell will pass, and it's batted down. And on the play was Matt Davison. Again, a lot of new names. That's what we like to see. We like to see at this point, it's the last game of the regular season.
Last home game, presumably, for these Flyers.
Last home game for the Flyers this season. So they will be going on the road in the playoffs. Now, we will be seeing the new the playoff brackets. This is a good run through the middle.
Yeah.
And that is, again, Colby Lamoureux. We'll be seeing the playoff brackets coming out tomorrow morning. So I know KSL's doing a full bracket reveal show with their new employee, David James, who just came over to KSL. And then the brackets themselves will be online, available to view the hour following that show. I think I want to say the show is either at 9 or 10, and then the bracket reveals that the actual bracket itself will come out at 10 or 11. So,
okay.
But that will all happen tomorrow.
Sounds awesome.
On fourth down, the Warriors punt this one away. And it takes a hop and a bounce, and it will be picked up at around the 35. So the Flyers offense will come back out onto the field.
Yeah, Flyers going to try and what I was leaning into last drive, send out the seniors with one last final scoring drive, and they weren't able to do it. They got deep down the field, just unable to cash in. Let's see if they're able to do it this drive. As we're going to start seeing some new faces out there too, though, again.
Right.
Virgin out, it looks like.
Gabe Chandler playing quarterback here for the Flyers. And he's got some speed, doesn't he?
He's got some wheels.
He's got some wheels.
That popped off.
I like to see that.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, let's bring some life back into this one here, huh? Yeah, once he tucked it, he just ran.
Yeah, he got up the field in a hurry.
So, hey, picked up 4 yards. Looking to pass. Is the pass completed? I think it might be.
Yeah, it is.
Chaz Holbrook will bring it in and pick up about 4 more. 2 more yards left to go here for the Flyers on this one. That's just some really good field awareness by Chaz Holbrook.
Yeah.
And they'll hand it off. It's a run. Close to the line to gain. I think they're going to give it to him. Troy Malafau gets the line to gain just barely, and it's enough to move the sticks.
Good play there by Malafau. He's a big runner and an imposing runner. And he has been the power back all year for him.
Snap is away. Pass is there, completed. Hey, it's only been a few plays, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from Gabe Chandler here. Huh?
Chandler looks good. He's moving him down the field pretty effectively and looks pretty crisp with the release time of the ball. I mean, not holding it very long, just looks comfortable back there.
Brings up second and short. Again, looking to pass. It's caught. And it's enough for a first down and plenty more. Breaking free past the 30 to the 20, the 10. It's going to be a touchdown, Flyers. Number 43, Jacob Malafau.
Jacob, the brothers, both of them play big roles on this drive. Run the football, catching the football. And what a play that was. A lot of speed into the open field for the sophomore and finds his way into the end zone. Like I said, wanted to send off these older players, seniors, with one last great drive, and they're able to get down the field and score.
Shout out to Haveron, Chaz Holbrook, some of these guys that were out there making the blocks upfield, man. The blockers did their job on that play very well. So an extra point on its way. The kick's up, and it is good. With the final minute left to go, 34 now 13 for the Flyers. We'll keep it locked in right here as we get closer to the end of this game. Honestly, right now, just based off of, the last few plays here, we might have a little bit more of an actual decision when it comes to our Jersey Mike sub of the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of options. So
we've got some options now.
We do. It should be a captivating Noah Campbell, of course.
Noah Campbell for sure. The two number 11s, Noah Campbell and then Gabe Chandler for the Flyers.
Yeah, both number 11s.
Both of them looked really
good. Be a battle of the 11s.
The battle of the 11s.
For Jersey Mike's sub of the game.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's right.
They've looked good here in the fourth.
Both have looked very good. So chipping in and playing some valuable time for these teams.
So the kickoff, they're set up for it to be an onside kick. I don't know if it will be, but maybe they'll try it just to practice it. So let's see if it ends up being that. And they might be. I mean, Snow Canyon's ready for it, but we'll see what Dixie ends up doing here.
Yeah. They're prepped for the onside, like you say, but 56 seconds remaining. I'd figure they just kick it deep.
Yeah, they'll just line drive it down. A hopper. Fielded at the 15. And gets about an extra 10 after. So the offense will come back out onto the field with under a minute left to go.
And I would figure that this will just be a couple kneels, and that should call it quits for the game.
Now, the clock is running right now, and I don't know if it's supposed to be. But it is.
But it is running.
The officials haven't spotted a ball. I don't know why it's running. I don't even know if they've noticed that it's running.
I don't think they know either.
The official now noticed. He's like, hey, hold up. Stop the clock.
Reset to, I think it was at 56.
56.
Yeah.
Yeah, 56 would be about correct. Yeah, they accidentally had it running up here. Although set it to 44.
All right. I like that. And it will just be the victory formation for the Warriors, as presumed. But they'll just kneel it down a couple times, and that'll be it, Caden. And Warriors, what a season they've put together here. I mean, just an amazing collection of guys. In the beginning of the year, we thought Brody Lounsbury would be quarterback in this team, but it's Parker Olson that's led this team to one of their best seasons in recent memory. So really exciting time to be a Warrior fan. And Dixie probably headed on the road in the playoffs. So their fans probably going to have to travel up north, most likely, to see them play in the playoffs.
Yeah, they will definitely be going on the road here in the playoffs. And Snow Canyon will definitely be getting a bye through the first round and then a home game in the second round.
That's right.
So that's pretty phenomenal for them. All right, well, let's get on into it. The Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Snow Canyon Warriors get the win, 34-13. And see how Dr. Cody, he makes your kids feel right at home at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Plus, they have that new patient special. Get the cleaning, exam, and x-rays for just $79. Call 435-656-0511. Let's talk about, first up, just kind of quick thoughts on the game. Snow Canyon, they look poised and ready for a good playoff run here.
They do. It looks like they made the final preparations and tune-ups for what could be and might be a deep playoff run for this Warrior team. They've got all the components. Great skill players, a poised young quarterback, and a really ferocious defense. I think they are poised for a nice run in this 4A state playoff.
I agree. I think they look really good from top to bottom, defense to offense. I think everybody's ready in should be a pretty fun and exciting time for sure.
That's right.
We mentioned our Jersey Mike sub of the game, and you know what? It's an arbitrary award. Let's give it to both number 11s. Let's give it to both number 11s. On one side, on the Dixie side, Gabe Chandler. On the other side, Noah Campbell. Both of which had a few different big plays, really, in the last few minutes of the game here. So it was good to see them get in and play some good football there. So, by the way, final score: Hurricane goes up 34-7. Is the final score. Hurricane 34-7 over Desert Hills. And the last score update we saw was 49-7 Crimson Cliffs. So it's blowout central right now all across Southern Utah with Region 9 football, which is insane. All right, let's talk about our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. And I say we got to go with the touchdown pass to Sokai Fa.
I think that's a great candidate there, Caden. So I'll double down on that one with you.
Yeah, I mean,
sounds like a good.
We had a few big deep passes there in the second.
Beathers.
Yeah, Beathers, Sokai Fa. I mean, we had a few really, really good plays from Snow Canyon there, and any one of those deep bomb passes would probably count as our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker plays of the game. So we've had a few really, really good ones. We'll see if Dusty, our producer here, can get a few of these queued up for us here as we are running down the final stretch of the post-game show. We've had a really, really good game tonight from the Snow Canyon perspective for sure. And for Dixie, it was, a tail end cap. They got the final score of the game. So you know what? To cap off senior night, good way to do it there. Good way to do it, the final score of the game. All right, let's talk about our Findlay Subaru star of the game.
Man, as we see some of these highlights roll, I think it's got to be Parker Olson. Yeah, it does. 2 rushing touchdowns. He hit everybody on the button, throwing the football. As we see here, this was just a wide open busted coverage to Beathers. And, he's just had so many throws throughout the night where you said, this is a great young quarterback that's just getting better every week. And we got to see the culmination, the last regular season game, where he was probably one of his sharpest games of the season. So we'll have to go Parker Olson, I think, Cade.
I agree with you on that one. Parker Olson is, again, on the screens as you say it right there, another rushing touchdown. And, I mean, he was just phenomenal all game long. So, yeah, you got to give it to the QB. A lot of times I try to avoid giving it to the quarterback because they're meant to be good. They're the quarterback. They're in on every play, right? But he truly was the star of this game.
He was. Absolutely. Yeah. He was the most influential on the impact of the game.
Absolutely. All right. Well, as we're getting closer to wrapping this one up, again, a final score here, 34-13. Snow Canyon Warriors get the win. And this has been the final game of the regular season. We go on into the playoffs next week. And with the playoffs ahead of us, it seems like, based off of everything that's happened tonight, all of our Region 9 teams that were ahead in the RPI are going to get byes through the first week, and then they will go on the road in the second week. So that's going to be Crimson Cliffs, Snow Canyon, Hurricane, and Pineview, presuming that Pineview stays up. I mean, it's possible with the loss to Crimson Cliffs they could fall back, but I don't think that they should fall back too far, even with the loss to Pineview. So we'll see. But then that will also mean that Desert Hills and Dixie will go on the road for the first round of the playoffs. And if they can win in that first round, then they will go on the road again in round 2. And at that point, there's just no more home games for Dixie or Desert Hills at this point in the season. So there's still a lot of post-season football left to go here with us in the Fan Sports Network crew. It's going to be a lot of fun over the next few weeks covering some of this postseason football. So make sure that you're staying tuned to the calendars for that. Also, for you Snow Canyon fans, your girls soccer team is in the playoffs. They're going to be taking on the Desert Hills Thunder on Monday night, 7:30. Here in St. George at Greater Zion Stadium. Keep that in mind. Greater Zion Stadium, 7:30 this Monday for girls soccer. We are going to be broadcasting that here with our Fan Sports Network crew, and you can find links to that through the Fan Sports Network website. We're going to be broadcasting that through KSL, not through our normal YouTube page. So if you find us on YouTube and you want to watch this game for the Snow Canyon Warriors and Desert Hills Thunder semifinal soccer matchup, just make sure to go to thefansportsnetwork.com or to KSL as well, KSLsports.com. Okay, How about it? We wrap up the final game of the regular season, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for playoff football, but it also signifies the end of another fun season of Region 9 football. So bittersweet, but we're on to the playoffs and for the grand prize of the state title.
For Monica running Cameron, Dusty running producer, and then for Paul and myself, appreciate you joining us here inside of our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. The final score, Snow Canyon Warriors get the win 34-13 here on the Fan Sports Network.